Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing? Man, Antonelli here.
What's going on, everyone? How we doing? Man, Antonelli here. So today we're going to talk about a hitting drill that really works on staying on the ball instead of pulling off the ball. Really focuses on your upper body and what it wants to do as you're trying to turn your barrel deep and stay inside the ball. Have a swing path that's going to work from in to out. So this is really, really good. It's an exaggerated drill for players that are always kind of fighting over the top with their upper body. Or their left shoulder, as a right-handed hitter, just wants to kind of pull hard to the left. And you have your barrel that wants to work out and cut across. So if you're constantly around the ball, rolling over the ball, you can't hit the ball with any authority in the opposite field. You have a tough time putting good backspin on the ball. And again, your upper body just wants to fight this way. Your right shoulder for righty wants to kind of stay up. Again, your left shoulder wants to pull that way. As a lefty, it's the exact opposite. Your right shoulder wants to kind of pull off there, and this left shoulder wants to fight up here. This is a really good drill to exaggerate the movement of the upper body and being able to get out of your shoulders, wanting to turn hard there, and be able to allow yourself, we call it tilting back, but to really work and feel this happening underneath your shoulders and being able to stay on the ball. So what do? All you need is a PVC pipe or a stick. So we'll use either one. I made another video on this. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's a simple hitting drill that we use these for, but it's basically just a driveway marker. We use it in the Northeast to make sure the plows don't run over our grass when they're plowing our driveways. And so it's like $1 at Home Depot or Lowe's. You can use a PVC pipe or any type of long stick. And so what we're going to do, we'll typically do this in a few ways. One way is to just use a wall, all right? But if you're in a batting cage like this, you can use the netting. If you have a pad, I'm going to use it off the pad right here. But basically, you just need something where you can take your head and just kind of stick your head up against the wall, up against the pad, up against the net. Sometimes the net will move a little bit, so it's a little bit harder. If you can get something a little more sturdy that's not going to move, that works pretty well. And so what you do, you're going to put your head up against, put your forehead right up against the wall, okay? Get into a position where you're not too far away, where you're like this, but you want to feel like your butt's out a little bit behind your heels. You're going to have a little bit of posture over the plate. Spine's going to feel like it's over the plate. I'm going to stick my head right there, okay? Now, I'm going to take this stick, and I'm just going to put it across my chest. I'm going to fold my hands like this, and I'm going to hold this right here across my chest, all right? So I get into this position right there. Now, you have a player, again, that always wants to make this move. So their left shoulder, let's just talk about right-handed hitters for a minute. Their left shoulder wants to pull hard to the left, okay? So if you were to do that in this drill, right, and you were to just pull your left shoulder hard to the left, you can see how you're going to hit the pad right there, right? And again, in a normal swing, if I want to pull hard to the left, my barrel's going to get out and around, all right? So now the adjustment is, I've got to feel like I'm not going to pull this way, but instead I'm going to work this way. So the only way to get this stick to not hit the pad is to work here. And if I work here, you can see how I stay inside the ball, and I get underneath my shoulders. So this is where I start to work. Instead of this going left, it just goes back. And instead of this fighting up here, it just works under. All right? And so you can see inside the ball, outside the ball. So you should be able to put your head on this thing, and I can even get a little bit closer. I still want to stay in good posture, butt out, and just work right there. You can do it faster if you want, but we'll usually do it slow. And again, just feel ourselves working under our shoulders. Let your lead shoulder work up and back, not to the left. And then get to that spot right there. Okay? So really, really good again there's a lot of young players especially. I have a lot of players come into me, and they've been taught for so long to not let this shoulder work under at all. And so they try to keep their shoulders up. They just swing with a lot of arms, or they just pull off the ball, and this shoulder's always just kind of up here. Everything's always working east-west like this, and they don't know how to get in here. And so this is a great drill to over-exaggerate that motion and really give them a feeling of what exactly are we trying to do with the upper body. So hopefully that helps you guys out. If you haven't seen our other videos, go and check those out. We talk a lot more in detail about exactly what the upper body is supposed to do. Again, this is just a drill to work on those things. After you explain to the hitter what we're trying to do, then you can go into this drill, and it works really, really well. Had a lot of success with it so far with our players. So let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, share the video with all your friends. Check us out on Patreon. Thank you to our patrons who have supported the channel. We really, really appreciate that. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Not sure if I said that already, but we might as well remind you. And that's all we got. We'll talk to you later.